Hey everyone, it's Call Me Adam, and we are here live at the Algonquin Hotel, and we are here with award-winning composer, lyricist Bobby Cronin.
Hello.
Hello, Bobby.
How are you?
Good. He is also the writer of the Call Me Adam theme song that you hear at the beginning and end of every interview, so I am beyond thrilled to have
And
you
that's
here.
me singing too.
I know.
Hey everybody, it's Adam, live and in person for you. Hey everybody, it's Adam, wonder who he'll interview. CallMeAdam.com.
You have two upcoming concerts here in New York City.
I do.
One is at the W Hotel in Times Square as part of their Broadway at the W series. And that is going to be on March 26th at 7 p.m. You have a lot of great people from Broadway singing with you that night or performing with you because it's an evening of your music.
So I haven't done concerts in a while because 54 Below was sort of the top of the top. And I did that in 2013. And I was like, well, I think I've done what I need to do. Now let me just really focus on writing projects. And so it's kind of my return to concert world. And the fact that I have two and a tour coming up, it's just a little crazy.
Yeah.
The pitch that came to me for the W Hotel was a 2-act evening. Concept of the evening, it's called Love is Love. And the first half is, you're going to the hotel, you're going to meet somebody, and you're going up to the room.
Yes.
And then the second act is my material, which is the reality of the situation.
Oh my God, I love it. What are some of the pop songs that are...
Do You Believe in Love by Cher?
Oh my God.
They just fun but sexy, like one of our actors was Marvin Gaye in Motown. And so we're hoping that he might sing a couple Marvin Gaye songs for her.
You're working on a musical, Mary and Max, which is based on the claymation film. And that recently had a reading, which also included Schuler Hensley, Sidney Lucas, and Julia Murney.
Yes.
I mean,
and Kyle Scatliffe.
Amazing.
It was one of the, truly, if I died tomorrow, that would be one of my, that would probably be the favorite thing I ever did.
Oh my God. So, I mean, I don't know how you sleep with everything you have going on.
Do you see these?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Adam, I'll be honest with you. I'm so lucky. I love my job. And I've always been an overachiever. And to put all my time into something I love that I feel is going to make people listen, it's worth it.
Yeah. I have to say, every time I listen to a song you wrote or something, there's always some thought that goes after it, like, oh, how could I do this? Or how could I do this?
So I have a rule. If it's a sad song and I'm not crying, it's not good enough. If it's a funny song and I'm not laughing, it's not good enough.
We're going to take songs that you have written.
Okay.
And I don't know how many people know that you have also recently composed a lot of music and songs for film.
Yes.
So I have taken 3 of your songs from film and
Great.
3 of your songs from musical theater.
Great.
And working with the titles, I'm going to ask you a question based on them, and you're going to give me your answer.
Okay.
Okay. So the first song comes from a short film you worked on called Winning New York. The song that I'm going to ask you first is called Lost in New York.
Yes.
So when have you felt lost in New York?
When haven't I?
It is a big city.
It is. I live in New Jersey so that I can look at New York City and find it romantic still. Because I will say most of the time I'm in it, I feel lost. Even if I'm going somewhere. It's just it's why I wanted to write Concrete Jungle. It's just, this city, this is a tough city.
Yeah.
And every cliche that is out there about it, it's true.
Yes.
But it's also beautiful. And there's nothing like it in the world. And I'm so lucky to be able to come into it. But I feel lost in it quite often, especially when I'm downtown. I have no idea what the streets are because they're not numbered.
I know. The second song is now going to be the opposite. So instead of Lost in New York, so the film is called Winning New York. There was also a song you wrote called Winning New York. So when have you felt like you were ahead of the game here in New York?
I was featured at the Dramatists Guild Fund for their big gala, and they followed me around for 2 days with a documentary crew.
Oh my God.
And it's because of this horribly awful truth that happened to me when I first switched to being a writer is I couldn't make any money. And my father was dying, and I couldn't pay my rent. And the Dramatists Guild gave me a grant so I could pay my rent.
Wow.
And now that I've been doing well with my career, they thought, wow, this is a great story.
Mm-hmm.
And so that whole time, those 2 days, you know, they were filming me on the subway, and people were staring at me, being like, who is that? And I'm like, don't worry, nobody. It's all good, just a writer.
But see, and then everybody's going to see it, and they're going to be like, oh my God, that quote-unquote nobody is really a somebody. You also wrote a song, Will I Ever, from the short film you worked on, Walk the Walk. So what do you still wonder, will I ever do this? And what is the this?
Will I ever have children?
One of your most popular videos on YouTube is Dear Daddy from Welcome to My Life. I know your dad passed away a few years ago. So if you could write a letter to your dad today, what would you say?
Thank you. Yeah, I get now what he was doing to raise me when I was a kid. I get it now. He always said I was so soft. And I think I interpreted that as gay. And what I realized is that he was trying to harden me up for the truth of people.
Another song of yours is Cry from Daybreak. So what is something that recently has caused you to cry?
Adam, I cry so much now. I cry at like coffee commercials. And it's interesting, I've been working with a director who said, crying is nothing other than a release of energy.
Yes.
And I was like,
that's an amazing. You also have another song from Daybreak that I love is Move On, which has definitely been a great song for me when I'm thinking of, when I'm in a situation where I'm like, I know I shouldn't be in this. I put that song on and I'm like, yep, okay, I get it. It's time to go.
Yeah.
What has been the hardest thing that you've had to move on from?
Adam, I think it's my dad's death. I really do. I mean, look, I've been kicked around in this business and, you know, promised things and bad-mouthed and this and that, but and I've been cheated on and I've screwed up, and nothing compares to losing your parent at all.
Yeah. You wrote the Call Me Adam theme song.
I did.
So a little bit what I was like, when I told you I wanted it a little bit like fun, like the Rosie O'Donnell show, but I want people to sort of get what I do from the theme song. And I gave you all that, and then what did you do?
I thought, how can I best describe you in the shortest amount of time? Because of like the title of the Call Me Adam, it just made me think of Call Me Madam and more of the old school musical theater stuff that I love. And then I started hearing like the drums, and then I started hearing like, oh, this is almost like Price is Right. Like that's why I kept feeling that it needs to be like really showy, but quirky.
Yeah.
And witty.
And you hit it.
I was thrilled when you loved it.
Yeah. Whenever I'm having a bad day or I'm just in a really bad mood, I put that song on and right away it just brightens everything up.
Me too. There are times where I listen to it and I'm like, I can't believe I wrote that.
It's amazing.
Just ask anybody who's had 'em. Adam lives for the business of show. Call me Adam.com.